Hi, I'm Tracy, and welcome back to my channel. And today we have a different kind of video. I've got a new palette, and I have an older palette, and we're going to compare them. It's these two. There you go, there you go. And I've had this one since it came out, and I liked it. I haven't used it near enough. It looks like this. It's really pretty. I think the last time I remember using it was when I went to see Berlin, Howard Jones, and Culture Club, and I used this palette. And I don't know that I've used it since then, and that was 2 years ago. So I don't know. And then she came out with this one, the Sugar and Spike, and yeah, this is Blend Bunny. If you didn't see that or you're unaware. And so I ordered this one because it looks like this. It's laid out differently. It's in quads instead of rows, and I kind of like that. But I had posted this online, and somebody said, was I going to compare them? And I was like, yeah, I could do that. So I'm going to do one eye with the Sugar and Spike and one eye with Sugar and Grunge. And same colors, and just see how they are. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this quad right here, the purples, out of the Sugar and Spike, and the Sugar and Grunge will be this row, but it's a different. I'll have to figure out what shimmer it is because I'm not using that shimmer. I'm going to use whatever's in the quad that correlates with that. So yeah, I think that made sense. And I really like the packaging on both of these. It's really pretty with the flowers. And if you don't know the story behind this one, she released this and got a cease and desist letter from some other brand. She never mentioned what brand it was, but they didn't like her using this word, grunge. So apparently they cornered the market on the word. I don't know. So after all that, that's why she then came out with this one. And that's why I had to buy this one, because it's fine. And I'm going to make sure I use this one more because I like the way it's laid out in the quads rather than the rows. And she's got, I don't know, I just like the way this one's laid out more. And so yeah, so we're going to do that. I've already primed my eyes with the Glam Light icing, and I have some new brushes I'm going to show you. I finally got me some Glitz and Glam, and look at this. This is just really pretty. They all fit in here, and this is what they look like. And I have these really sparkly handles, and I have been trying to get some of these for like a year, and I just happened to open TikTok last week, one evening, afternoon, whatever, and the Glitz and Glam shop was live, and she had the sets for $20. $20, free shipping, FedEx. And so I was like, I'm not going to find them cheaper than that, because normally they're like $75. And you get all that, and the lights are blinking. 4 of these little clips, which are really pretty. An eyelash comb. A headband that's out here somewhere. Headband. Look at this. This is so, I love sparkly stuff, and this is stunning. And 3 beauty blenders. I've got an overhead light on because I don't have lights. I had 2 box lights, and they both stopped working on me. So I kind of have to use what I got. And so I have an overhead to see if it gives me a little bit extra light. Anyways, and 3 beauty blenders, but I don't use sponges, so I am sending those to my daughter, along with the Sugar and Grunge palette when I get done with the video. she said she would like to have it. I was like, okay, so I'm going to send that to her and see if she likes it. So we're gonna try these clips. I have 4 of them, and we're gonna see how that does with holding the hair back. Hopefully it doesn't snag my hair, because I have some cheap clips like this, and they snag my hair. It's too much hair. And I'm doing it backwards. That's probably why. Too much hair. Okay, so they're supposed to be dent free and all that good stuff. And we're gonna use these brushes for the look today. So I need to pull some out what I'm going to use. I haven't tried them yet. I just got them yesterday and cleaned them up and laid them out to dry so that I could use them. And they're dry and clean and ready to go. So I am excited. Not that one. Okay, and they don't have anything written on them. So like what they're for or anything. What's funny is when I don't know if you guys have seen the packages these come in, but they're like 2 feet long. It's like it's long, about like yay high or whatever, because it has all the brushes, laid out. And my husband saw the box and he's like, "What the hell is that?" I think it's brushes, and he's like, "It looks like a broom," because the size of the box. And I'm like, "No." I had to explain to him what it was, and he's like, "You gotta stop buying stuff, because when we move, we're gonna have to pack all this, and there's no room." And I'm like, "It's not gonna stay this big." I'm like, "I'm not keeping them in the box." He's so nutty. And so, yeah, I'm gonna start. Maybe should I tell you guys what I'm using? Maybe just see at the end how it looks. See if I can carry this on. I think that's what I'll do. I'll just start the look on one eye, and then I'll just do it like I normally do my makeup. And I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. Just know what colors I'm using, and we'll go from there. So, has anybody else picked up this palette, or do you have the OG one? Are you fans of Blend Bunny? I have a couple of her palettes, I think. I don't have many. I had Lure, which is really pretty, but I was like, I wasn't using it, and I didn't see myself using it for whatever reason, so I sold it. And then I had this one, the Sugar and Grunge, and I have All Done Up, which I don't use much of either. So, and not because they're not good. I mean, they are really good. I just don't know why I just don't reach for them. I used to use the All Done Up one more. But I've got other palettes that meet the need, and I just tend to stick with that one, use those. That, and I don't really do neutral looks that often. So, I really like this shade of pink. It's really pretty. I guess that's about even. I need to lay these palettes out so I can have them both open instead of trying to go back and forth. Add a little bit more color here. It seemed like I got a little bit more on the other side than I did here. Okay. It's a medium shade. I'm just wiping the brush off on my towel that's on my lap. And we're going to continue. And this is going to be kind of a bright look, even though we're starting spooky season, and I'm excited about that. I need to start watching some spooky movies, but I've been stuck in Los Angeles in 1989 with The Bold and the Beautiful and watching that. I'm in season 3 now, and there's like around 250 episodes a season, so that's how much I've watched. I started with season 1, and now I'm in season 3. Now I'm on like episode 16 or 17 of season 3. So that's been fun. But when I get done here, I may watch Halloween. That's my favorite horror movie. The OG one, Jamie Lee Curtis. So I may watch that to start off, to kick off spooky season for me. I have time. I think I should have after I get done with all my whatever I'm going to do here. Is that even? Yeah, this looks good enough. I want a different brush or stick with the same one. I pulled out more brushes and I'm like, I'm going to use a smaller one for the darker shade. So far, I like these brushes. They're working really well, and they're soft and fluffy. So I'm glad I got them because they're hella pretty. They got a nice weight to them, and I like the size of the handles. They are rather thick, but I don't know, makes them easy to hold. So I like that. And like I said, they were $20. And when I saw that they were 20 and free shipping, so basically you're just paying tax, I was like, you're not going to get a better deal than that. Because even when they were having them in the store, they were $29.99, I believe. And I could never find them in the store, and they're not going to have them in the store this year. So the only place you can get them is online. And on TalkShop or even on their website, they're like $75 or more. So I was like, $20? Hell yeah. I'm getting me some. And I was like, did I need more brushes? No. Did I want more brushes? Yeah. So, I mean, I've got a problem with, well, I have a problem with shopping apparently, but I gave both my daughters, I sent them a big old package. I think it was last December, and included a few brush sets out of the I had in my collection. I decided to send them because I was going to get new ones. I was going to get these ones, is what I thought. And I had ended up ordering some blinged brushes, which I like a lot too, but I think they're going out of business because I can't find anything new on their website. And I got some dough color or dew color or whatever how you call it from Amazon, and they're okay. I won some from Moda, and those ones are nice. I like those. So, I mean, I have a mishmash of a few different brands of other brushes that I do like and that I use, and I just wanted these because they're so pretty. It looks even, I think. Blend it with that right, yeah, the middle shade again, and blend that a little bit right there. Okay. So, like I said, I mean, the palette works well. Both of them are working well. And very comparable. And I'm gonna locate my shimmer primer. Should have located it before I started this. There it is, but I didn't. Get a little bit of that out, and we're gonna get into the shimmer. Let's see if it's got the same name, and we can figure it out. But I'll take that up a little bit and into the inner corner. And so yeah, I've got a couple. Today is Sunday. Got a couple deliveries coming tomorrow that are supposed to be coming tomorrow. I ordered the Gourmand Girls Trapped palette, and that's supposed to be here tomorrow, but I don't know where it is currently. The tracking isn't updating details. It's just saying it's moving through the system and it's going to arrive on time, and it's supposed to be here Monday. So I'm like, okay, cool. Is this the brush we want for this? I think so. Yeah, we're going to try this brush for the shimmer. It's kind of sort of flat, but that's what we're going to try for the shimmer. And hopefully it works and I don't have any fallout because I did not bring a spray out here. And picked up a lot of color right there. It didn't fall off. I really like that shimmer. That's really pretty. Okay. And that's the other reason why I was like, I like the fact that she put it in quads in the new palette. So it's like, if I don't want to sit and think about a color story, I can just be like, okay, I want to, like I want to do purples. And I can just do the purple quad like I did today. And you get a really pretty look. Or if you want to mix it up, you can. So, like, changed the names of the colors. I'm going to try and get the same color. It looks the same, so hopefully it's the same color. So, yeah, I think I got it. And that probably pretty much, well, I don't know if I told you what palette is going where. I don't know if it's really that big of a secret or if it matters. The looks are coming out the same, which is what I expected. So, that is really pretty. So hopefully I don't have to wash these brushes right after every use. I'm hoping I can wipe them off and be hoping they don't stain. That was one thing with the blinged brushes, they stained. It doesn't matter how many times you wash them, they're stained. Another smudgy brush. Yeah, I'm gonna take the darkest purple color and put it under the, right up against the lashes. I did not do any eyeliner today because I just wasn't in the mood. My eyes are a little sort of irritated. I went and used the Grande, whatever, lash serum last night, and every time I do, my eyes are a little red afterwards, just like around the lashes. So, like, maybe that's not a good thing, but it does make your lashes grow. So, I'm like, maybe it's not that big of a deal. I don't know. So, yeah, I hope my daughter likes the palette when she gets it. She said she liked it when she saw it on Instagram, so I think she will. I'm gonna get the smaller brush again, and I'm gonna go into the medium purple shade and blend that out. Like I have an eyelash. Okay, knock it off a little bit. All right, I think that is pretty much the look. I'm going to go off and finish the rest of my face, and then I'll come back and show you the final look. Oh, okay. We're back with the finished look. And I went in with, where is it? LYS foundation stick, LN3, favorite foundation. L LYS concealer, same color, LN3. I need to get a lighter one, for like brightening and stuff, but I like it anyways. It works. I went in with my LYS cream blush in Elite. Looks like that. And I think it goes with the look. It's pretty. Powder, same. LYS in Resilience, which is the translucent, and I hit pan. I'm going to have to get another one of these soon before I get to the edges. This is my favorite powder as well. It works really well. NYX Buttermelt highlighter in Bright and Butter. Looks like that. It's just a champagne. It's the highlighter that goes with everything, and I like it. I think the clips, they worked okay. I did get them snagged, and like over here, I had probably too much hair, and hair got on the other side of the clip over here, and kind of wanted to snag. But other than that, I think they're nice, and they're really pretty with the stones and stuff. And lipstick is Black Moon in Purgatory. If you can hear the beeping, that's my dryer. Ignore it. I am. Looks like that. It's a really deep purple. It's almost black, but it is purple. And with the brushes, I use this one here for my concealer, and I like it a lot better than the brush I was using for my concealer, which is this one, which I got from Amazon. It's just, I don't know what brand it is. It's that. And it works. It's fine. It was hella cheap, but I like this one better because it was able to get up into, the corners, and it's pretty stiff and very dense, and I liked it. I used this one for my foundation, and it's really soft, really soft. I mean, it did a good job. Got everything blended well, and I think that was fine. That was the only brushes outside of the eye brushes that I used from the set, because there's this one I was going to use for the blush, but it's hella big, and it's really soft and fluffy, and I didn't think it would be the best for the cream blush, so I used my old blinged brush that I use for. This is the one I usually use for my blushes. I could speak. And it's the F64, and it's stained, as you can see. Because I did just wash this, and I mean I did just use it today, but it's stained. That's all there is to it. So, but this one's really soft and fluffy, and I will be using it soon, probably for like a powder blush, I think. And it also came with a big fluffy powder brush. Came with two that I think would be good for powder. I could also use this one for blush because it's tapered more so than this one. I did not use the finishing powder today, or I would have tried this, but I didn't think about it. And I'm already done, so I don't feel like putting on, because I'm probably just going to wash this off after bed. I'm not going anywhere today, and so yeah, just making videos. And like I said, I'm going to try and watch Halloween. So I think that's everything. Eyebrows are just this Ulta gel that is almost finished, and I really need to get another one. And this is an auburn. I think I'm going to try and get a slightly deeper shade, because this is just coming off a little too light sometimes, I think. And because my hair is more of a dark red. It was lighter last year, but then I accidentally put something else, went with a different color, different brand, and it darkened it up. And I really like it. So yeah, I'm going to keep it like this for now. Anyways, let me show you the palettes again. Blend Bunny, the Sugar and Grunge, is over here. And the Sugar and Spite is over here. Like I said, they look the same. They performed the same really well. This is the Sugar and Spite. Used those right there. And I'm really glad that I bought this. It's really pretty. Works really well. I'm going to have to use it more. My use out of it. And this one's also really pretty. I mean, they're the same. It's the same color story. This one's just a little bit bigger. She made the new one just a little bit smaller, even though it's the same shades. I mean, if you can see, just a little bit smaller. And this is raised a little bit more than it is on that one. It's raised. That's raised. So it's just a little bit more raised on the Sugar and Spite. But anyways, that's the palettes. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking through this. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share if you think you know somebody that might like to follow along and watch. And I will catch you next time. Bye.